Tuesday morning and new on Jet 24, a man is rushed to the hospital after a violent attack in the city of Erie. We're following this story closely. Plus, the grand jury report sexual assaults in 7 Pennsylvania dioceses could be released today. And there's never a bad time to give back in your community, but today there's a special reason to donate.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. I'm Elena LaQuatra. Today is Tuesday. A very happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining us today. In addition to being Tuesday, it's also Erie Gives Day.
And this year, nearly 400 nonprofits have signed up to receive donations from the public.
This is a story that's happening in your community, and Jill McCormick joins us now live at Erie Gives Day. Good morning, Jill.
Yeah, good morning, Elena. Don't adjust your TV. It's not 11 p.m. It's actually 5 a.m. And this is such an important day. We decided to come to the Erie Community Foundation and kick off Erie Gives Day in style. And this is a huge day for so many, like you said, nonprofits. 400 signed up this year to have an opportunity to take part in this event, an event that has been going on for several years and every year gets bigger and bigger. Joining us now this morning, Aaron Fessler, so kind to wake up with us this morning. Thank you. You guys have such a big day today. Did you ever anticipate years ago how big this event would become?
We are amazed every year how big it gets. It's gone up by $500,000 every year, and last year it went up by $1 million. We raised $4.4 million for 374 nonprofits last year, and this is the calm before the storm.
I know, it seems like it's so quiet in here, but it won't be the case because this kicks off at 8 this morning. Tell us how easy it is to donate, because it really is so simple to give to your favorite nonprofit.
You can log on eriegives.org right now and look at all the nonprofits that are participating in this great day. And then you can make your little list and then decide who you want to give to and which cause you want to support. And the point of Erie Gives is to bring the whole community together. And all that we do today will help all the nonprofits, which really makes Erie a better place to live.
And the way it's set up, too, it's so much fun, too, as you make your donation, but you can also see where everybody's at. And sometimes you come across nonprofits you didn't think of, and then you can give to them, too, so it's easy to spread the wealth. And you also have so much more support, too, from local partners.
So we have local partners, and you can see all their names on our website, and they've created a $300,000 prorated match. And at the end of this day, we will spread that $300,000 across all the nonprofits. So last year, the match ended up being about an extra 5%. And where in today's economy can you make 5% in one day?
Right, and it's important, too, because like we said, there's a lot of the big names and the usual donors you see are the groups that get a lot of money. But for those smaller nonprofits, this is a make-or-break day.
This can be a day where it makes or breaks their budget. This is the day where maybe they can keep an employee on or they can have a program start. And we like to say on this day you can be a philanthropist with a gift of $25 or more. So it's really simple. And if we all kick in $25, before you know it, we have $4 million.
It is. It's such a big event. And like we said, this is the calm before the storm. We're going to be here all morning. Again, you can't make a donation until 8 o'clock, though, right? That's when it goes live. So, but you can get on now and take a look and maybe get an idea of where you'd like to donate. And we're going to be here throughout the day to update you on those numbers. But like we said, today we're just getting an idea of how easy it is to donate, and we'll be here in about another 30 minutes to tell you more. Back to you, Elena.
Jill, thank you so much. Thanks for waking up early to be with us. We'll check in with you in half an hour.
You are very welcome.
Now we're turning to a developing story this morning. Erie police are searching for a suspect following a shooting in the city. The incident was reported around 11:45 last night in the 2200 block of Liberty Street. Police say a 36-year-old man was shot in the leg. His injuries are not life-threatening, and no suspects are in custody at this time. Today, we could see the release of the grand jury report on sexually abusive priests in Pennsylvania very soon. The state Supreme Court ruled late last month that the latest report could be released, would be this afternoon. There's no word on whether or not that will happen. And the city of Erie honors the life of an Erie police officer after he passes away unexpectedly while on duty. Erie Mayor Joe Schember ordered the city's flags lowered to half-staff in honor of Erie police officer Michael Conway. He passed away Saturday night at UPMC Hammett after suffering a medical emergency. Officer Conway served the police department for 19 years. The Erie County Coroner's Office will be conducting an autopsy this afternoon. The identity of a body found in the waters of Presque Isle Bay could be released soon. The Erie County Coroner's Office scheduled an autopsy for later today. The body was discovered Friday morning in the waters near the Bayfront Convention Center and the Bayfront Sheraton Hotel. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf announces grants for 5 projects in Erie County to the tune of more than $16 million. This is continuing coverage this morning. Among the projects, $12 million goes to UPMC Park, with $1 million each for the Avalon Hotel redevelopment and the Corey Memorial Hospital. $500,000 will go to the Elmwood Garden Living Community, as well as $2 million for the JMC Ice Arena. Wolf toured Erie with other state and local leaders, showcasing the development that's already going on downtown.
My hope is that this helps push Erie, which is a phenomenal community, a great city, just helps it as it revitalizes itself.
This is an incredible boost run for our entire region. The stuff that's being done in downtown Erie is going to make life better for everybody.
And an Erie Seawolves fan couldn't contain her excitement when she heard about the $12 million that's going towards improving UPMC Park. Erie Seawolves President Greg Coleman says they have major plans for the baseball field.
Well, one of the first things that will be done will be an upgraded field, and that is replacing the playing surface, addressing irrigation, and also adding some additional drainage.
We deserve it. We are a wonderful community that is deserving of every little dollar we can get into this struggling town.
As for renovations to the Avalon Hotel, it will soon be the Hilton Doubletree. The Avalon was originally opened as a Hilton back in the 1970s. If your commute takes you down Peach Street near Interchange Road, you may want to change your route today. PennDOT will be shutting down portions of Peach for work this week. The restrictions are necessary to complete work in connection with the Interchange Road, Zimmerly Road project. The right lane and shoulders of Peach Street in both northbound and southbound directions are closed until noon today. And the northbound left lane and center lane of Peach Street will be closed from 9 tonight until noon tomorrow. Speaking of spending time in your car, gas prices are continuing to drop, even if it's only just a little bit. The national average fell about a penny last week to $2.85 per gallon. The average is about 3.5 cents lower this time last month, but it is up about 50 cents from this time last year. Here's a look at the average prices in the tri-state area. Ohio, as usual, is the lowest at $2.69 a gallon. New York sits at $3 a gallon, and Pennsylvania isn't far behind at $3.05 a gallon. A man accused of attacking a fellow inmate enters a plea in an Erie County courtroom. Shane Jones Coleman was in court to face assault charges. Investigators say Jones Coleman and Antoine Shepard attacked another inmate, Roscoe Brown. Jones Coleman pleaded guilty to assault by prisoner. He's scheduled to be sentenced on September 24th. Shepard is expected to enter a plea at 8:30 this morning in front of Judge William Cunningham. In the meantime, a man arrested following a drug bust learns his fate in court. Inmate Dion Williams pleaded guilty to a felony count manufacturing drugs with intent to deliver. In March of 2016, he was arrested after police seized 200 grams of cocaine, 3 pounds of marijuana, and around $10,000 in cash. Police also confiscated 1 illegal firearm. A judge sentenced Williams to 3.5 years to 8 years in a state correctional institution. Now we turn to some good news. It's going to be a great night to gather on the Bayfront for some cool tunes. Yes, 8th Grade Tuesdays will fill Liberty Park with the sounds of American country rock once again this week. Tonight you will enjoy the soulful sounds of Wesley Bright and the Honeytones. The Breeze Band opens the show at 6:30. And a summer concert series continues its run, the 3rd installment of Monday Music in the Woods, taking place at Asbury Woods. Visitors were treated to music from the Misery Bay Dulcimer Group and food from the Big Cheese Food Truck. Organizers say events like these bring the community together.
People to the Nature Center and to our properties so they understand what we have here to offer and other programs they can come and learn about the outdoors and the environment here.
Monday Music in the Woods wraps up on Monday, September 10th. Later this week, downtown will be filled with people celebrating Erie, and the city is getting a splash of color ahead of the party. Sam Catania Painting is painting a dozen crosswalks in bold colors to impress the visitors that will be coming into downtown for the festival. That work will continue until Wednesday, when the crews will turn their attention to a 25-foot festival symbol that will be painted not far from City Hall. Celebrate Erie will be held Thursday through Sunday. And that brings us to today's poll question. What are you looking forward to most at Celebrate Erie? That question will be posted all day long. You can just log on to yourerie.com and vote. Then be sure you tune in tomorrow to see how your answer compares with everyone else. The time now is 5:10. It's move-in month for many across the country. Coming up on Good Morning Erie, millions of students are starting college for the first time. But it's not just the classes and books that will have students stressed out.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuantra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
We have the largest selection of certified pre-owned from state line to state line.
That's right, Andy. Lakeside Auto is the dealer that can fulfill all your automotive needs, from sales to service and even body work. With an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, all our certified pre-owned vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We also have financing for everyone, regardless of past credit history.
Lakeside Auto, Andy says right it up.
We're a town that has it all, so come on down and have a ball to the SeaWorld City.
Catch an Erie Seawolves game at UPMC Park. Harry Potter fans get to the game Friday, as the first 1,000 Muggles will get a Sorting Hat Seawolf bobblehead. Plus, fans can meet Duke, the Bush's Bean spokes dog. Saturday is video game night with post-game fireworks presented by Priest Heating and Cooling. Right now, you can get 2 tickets for Saturday's game, 2 Seawolves hats, and 2 McDonald's value meals for just $20. Get tickets at SeaWolves.com.
It's all right here in the SeaWorld City.
At Ehrlich, we provide a world of pest protection. When Erie's summer heat means getting hit with an outbreak of ticks and mosquitoes, we hit back. We create a repellent barrier to help prevent tick and mosquito bites. We help protect your family from Lyme disease and Zika virus. You have enough to worry about. Leave the bugs that bug you the most to us. That's life inside a world of tick and mosquito protection. Ehrlich, your local pest control experts.
Did you advertise for a room in your condo?
Yes, I did.
This was a short-term lease, which is what I needed.
This tenant's time quickly ran out.
You lived there for 7 weeks.
Correct.
You were removed by the police?
Correct.
But a rent check was welcome to stay.
She didn't live there, so you have to give her back money. Do you understand?
I understand that my time is certainly worth a lot.
Your time is worth zippity-doo-dah. Do you understand that?
Judge Judy.
Tomorrow at 4 on Jet 24. From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
A little wet out there to start the day. Our new Motors Sky Cam, looking at the tower cam from 300 feet up, and we do have some wet roadways for this morning. About 1/4 inch has fallen since past couple of hours here. It's been a light rain, fairly steady in fact, and a little more heading our way. Some embedded heavier downpours within the lighter showers moving toward the southwest. So we're getting a break here in Erie. A little bit more though coming in from the northeast. So some of this, most of this will probably hit areas like Corey and areas to the east of Erie, as we have some heavier downpours embedded with some of those showers for this morning. And as we check out the latest on our buoy report, things are a little choppy there on the buoy so far. Wind south-southeast at Walnut Creek at about 10 to 15, waves about a foot or two, and the water temperature right now at the Bay Buoy at 78 degrees. We have no delays or cancellations at the airport according to the website for any incoming or outgoing flights, despite the showers in the region. And temperatures mainly in the 60s here. 67th Erie Yacht Club, Mill Creek 68. Kim with that temperature. Out toward Summit, Judy has 66. Dawn Harbor Creek, a little more rain her way, about 2/3 inch and 65. Edinburgh, about a 1/4 inch of rain. Lori 65. 67 reported by Gary out there in Albion. We have 64 at Canadota Lake, about a 1/4 inch of rainfall there. Conduit Lake Bill, about a 1/2 inch of rain from last night. 65. 62 in Saybrook. 63 out toward Chandler's Valley. Dew points in the lower to mid-60s for this morning. We have a low pressure system out here. That low gradually moving away, and most of the showers should start to diminish by late morning. We'll try to get some sun in here for the afternoon. Out in the lake, winds will be out of the west at 5 to 15 knots, waves 2 feet or less, water temperature at 76. So cloudy skies, some periods of showers for the morning, gradually diminishing as we head toward the afternoon. Some sun breaks out. Temperatures will be in the lower 80s. And from your weather authority, tomorrow looks like a muggy day with some sunshine, temperatures in the mid-80s. And then the next weather system will bring in some scattered showers and thunderstorms for Thursday, and that threat will continue into Friday. Get the latest updates of that forecast anytime. Head to our website, yourerie.com.
And it's time to show you the results for a daily YourErie.com poll question.
We asked, have you ever been to a drive-in movie theater? 88% said, yeah, I went a few times. 9% said you go all the time. 3% of you have never been to one.
I love drive-in. I haven't been to one in
great.
years, but I think they're a blast.
Grew up on the drive-ins. Yeah, they're fun.
They are really fun. All right, now speaking of drive-ins, Tom, you love them so much. That's your trivia question for today. Okay, the first drive-in movie theater opened on June 6th, 1933. Where was it? A, Buffalo, New York. B, New York, New York. C, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Or D, Camden, New Jersey.
Good question. No idea. So we'll give it our best guess in about a half hour.
No, no cheating, no Googling the answer.
No Googling, don't do that. Dave does that.
It's not too late to send off young adults with a wealth of knowledge to keep them from falling into financial trouble.
Mary Maloney has a closer look in today's Consumer Watch.
Credit cards, student loans, and debt. Major challenges for college students. But parents can help them avoid financial ruin by having these key conversations. First, financial experts recommend talking to them about spending and figuring out where they can make cuts to save more.
What gets measured gets improved. Even if you have caviar taste, as long as you're tracking it, you will get the information to make adjustments yourself.
Second, teach them how to invest money early.
If you can start at 21, even contributing to the match in your retirement plan, 10 years later, you'll look and say, oh my goodness, I've got $50,000 or $100,000.
Third, emphasize the importance of managing student loans and controlling their credit use.
When the bank allows you to have credit, the less of it you use, the higher your credit score. It looks like you're more responsible with it.
Finally, discuss how to negotiate. Experts say if the art of deal-making is nurtured early on, it can translate to future financial success. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Stay Barron. It's time now for another Social 24.
Today, the best of the best gets beaten and one big music session.
Plus, police handle all kinds of calls in the line of duty, but for one sheriff's deputy, one recent call will never be forgotten. The deputy in Minnesota was responding to a call of several people stuck on a lake. When he arrived on scene, he found two women on a big, glittery, rainbow-colored unicorn flotation device. Look at that thing. As Facebook video shows, the deputy threw the women a line, pulled them to shore. The women were safely rescued, and an age-old question was answered: yes, unicorns really do exist.
And they're made of vinyl and they're blown up. Okay. If you play music, you know it's fun to have a few friends over to jam, but what about a few hundred? 457 Australian guitarists rocked out to AC/DC's Highway to Hell in Sydney, trying to break the world record for the most electric guitarists playing the same song at the same time. Seems like there's something daily being broken here.
Yeah.
They all plugged into tiny battery. I was going to say, how'd they power all those? Well, they plugged them into tiny battery-powered amps after paying a fee, which went to the Australian Children's Music Foundation. If it's certified, it would easily break the mark of 368 guitarists set in India 5 years ago.
I wonder how that sounded. If they were all on key in tune.
Everyone seems to enjoy it. Nobody had their ears blasted. So, good stuff.
Good time for all. Now, some of the world's biggest eaters competed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the first ever cheese curd eating championship at the state fair. Yep. Contestants stuffed their faces with cheese curds to see who could eat the most. In 6 minutes, the winner, Darian Breeden, ate 5 pounds and 2 ounces for his first record. Wow. Joey Jaws Chestnut, who is famous for eating a record 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes, finished third. Oh,
well,
I guess cheese curds
he's
isn't his
inexperienced. You know, he's got to get himself into hot dogs and curds are two different things.
I need some more practice on that. I cannot. I mean, I love cheese, but 5 pounds.
5 pounds is a lot, yeah.
That's excessive.
Let's just say I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
For many
count
reasons.
me out for that one.
Our time now is getting close to 5:20. The current temperature is 68.
And we'll be right back.
You being sued, have you received papers saying that you have to be in court? That can be scary. You should come see me. I'm Kenny Steinberg at Steidel & Steinberg. I'll meet with you for free in our Erie office or our Meadville office, and we'll talk about this. Because if you don't do anything, they could garnish your bank account, take your car, and in some cases even take your house. So come see me, Kenny Steinberg at Steidel & Steinberg, 451-1131. Steidel & Steinberg. With our experience, why go anywhere else?
A little farther?
Okay.
for that, you Gus.
Happy to help.
Hey guys, these might brighten your day.
Ah, Neon, the new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
With top prizes of $100,000.
So, what should we tackle next?
Maybe another one of those.
Now that's a box I could handle. Keep on scratching.
I decided to call Edgar Snyder and Associates.
His team are just, I mean, they're fantastic.
I would have had to go back and live with family or be homeless. That would have been my only two options if Edgar Snyder would have not taken over.
Edgar Snyder made everything much, much easier.
If it wasn't for Edgar Snyder's group, I would have never been able to do it.
Edgar Snyder's team was the best decision we made.
For a free consultation, call Edgar Snyder and Associates at 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
He actually gave me my life back.
Transform your bathtub into a walk-in shower with TubCut.
I just feel so much better having it. I really do.
TubCut installs in 1 day, is 100% reversible, and has a lifetime factory warranty. See our video at kleinbathsystems.com.
Saturday, August 18th, 7 p.m., Lake Erie Speedway, fueled by Quickfill. Cycle Circus Live, the largest FMX freestyle entertainment show of its kind. And kids 10 and under are free. Freestyle motocross, freestyle BMX, live Daredevil Divas, the Globe of Death, Cybertrons, and much more. Be there.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Our new motor Skycam showing some wet conditions here along Peach Street and I-94 this morning. Some rain showers have moved through the area and some pretty good downpours of some of these as they make their way toward the southwest here on the backside, upper level low. It's in the central part of the state. Looks like the rain has diminished here in Erie. Roughly 1/4 inch has fallen here in the Erie region. Another batch going to hit farther toward the east, getting into close to the French Creek Climber area. Eventually we'll go through Corey and we'll drop down toward the east as well. And again, some good downpours of some of these showers as they move on by. So some good rainfall from last night. 67 right now at the Erie Yacht Club. Over French Creek, Becky, a little light rain, and 63. Harbor Creek has 65 down with that temperature. Farther inland, Georgia, Canadota Lake, 1/4 inch of rain and 64. Ed and Westmead, some rain and 66. We have 65 at both Linesville and Conneaut Lake, almost a 1/2 inch of rain put it by Bill there at Conneaut Lake. Chandler's Valley, Linda has 63 and Gary and Saybrook 62. We have right now dew points mainly in the lower to mid-60s. So once again, a bit of a humid one for the day. So the morning rain showers move on by. Now during the afternoon, we'll see some clearing here, first along the lakeshore, and eventually the showers will diminish farther inland. Most should be out of the region by late in the afternoon. And then we'll be left to some patchy clouds around overnight. And as we head on into tomorrow morning, maybe a early morning shower here, but as once that moves on by, we should have warm and humid conditions for the rest of the day. Out in the lake, winds will be out of the west, 5 to 15 knots. Waves will be 2 feet or less. Water temperature right now at 76. So cloudy skies, periods of showers, steadiest now, gradually diminishing by late morning with a little afternoon sun. High temperatures in the lower 80s once that sun comes out. And from your weather authority, warm and humid tomorrow. Mostly sunny, temperatures in the mid-80s. That'll lead to some scattered showers and some thunderstorms as we head toward Thursday. That threat will continue into the day on Friday. But right now, the upcoming weekend looking dry and on the warm side. Elena?
Thank you, Tom. Now, since its inception, the Performing Artists Collective Alliance building on State Street has grown bigger and bigger. It's an example of the thoughtful reuse of an old historical building. Sayeda Abbas was there to learn more about some of the improvements.
Artistic director Mark Tannenbaum tells us that PACA is growing at a high speed and they currently have 30 tenants. The electrical work inside of the building has already been updated, which makes the building more safe and efficient.
I think PACA's idea was, at the right time, right place kind of thing. Erie's art scene was ready to have a location, and we needed to have an art center. PACA's becoming that, whether we do the plays or we do the art shows.
Security cameras are going to be put inside and outside the building. The goal for these renovations is to light up PACA's neck of the woods.
The exterior lighting will not only light up the PACA building, but also the nearby area underneath the bridge.
New businesses like Archery Encounters have been added to the building, which will also bring in a new crowd.
All the businesses in the building will be exposed to a more steady stream of clientele. People that maybe don't know that this exists, the building exists and all it has to offer.
Only 2 art studios are empty right now, but by the looks of it, those will also be occupied soon. Saida Abbas, Jet 24 Action News.
A new project aims to eliminate what's being called the food desert in downtown Erie. The Oasis project will be opening up a food market in downtown for residents who can't travel out of the city to get fresh food. The group is hoping to help lower the cost of fresh produce in areas where supermarkets aren't usually found, like downtown Erie. Their mission is to have direct relationship between the producer and the consumer.
You got to give back, and this is sort of my way to do that. And it's a great way because I work right next door, so I can come in and shop too, and it works out pretty well.
Log on to yourerie.com to learn more about becoming a vendor for the project. A Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress will fly over the skies of Erie County this weekend. The Liberty Foundation is showing off the 4-engine bomber on Saturday and Sunday at the North Coast Flight School. The Madras Maiden is one of only 14 B-17s in the world that still fly. It was built in the early 1940s toward the end of World War II, but never saw combat.
They come out and get into this airplane again and with their stories, and it varies on really what we get. So, I mean, some people never talked about what they did. They come out and you can see them, they'll be standing there and they won't say a word to anybody, and they're thinking about what they did.
The B-17 flight experience will take passengers on half-hour flights starting at 10 a.m. on both Saturday and Sunday with ground tours in the afternoon. And we'll be right back with a look at today's Tech Bites. Don't go away.
In today's Tech Bites, a serious warning about a possible attack on ATMs.
The FBI reportedly told banks about the potential attack last week, telling them to beef up security. The agency claims the scheme would start with a compromised bank card and could result in the theft of millions of dollars. And Facebook is loosening the rules for its Messenger Kids app.
A new optional feature allows kids to start friend requests. Ultimately, parents still have to approve those requests. Critics say it's just a way to get kids more reliant on social media at a younger age. And this young girl obviously thinks her dad spends too much time on the phone.
Yeah, she takes it right out of his hand and then, wait for it, she chucks it overboard. The guy's a Russian rapper, and some say the video's staged, but even if it was, I say he had it coming. We can all sympathize. Get off your phone, Dad. Play with the cute little
You guys, they're Russian rappers. Those are your Tech Bites.
Tech Bites, sponsored by Allstate.
Fact is, every insurance company hopes you drive safely. But Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast and brake too hard. With feedback to help you drive safer, giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
With cheese dippers by the Laughing Cow, you can dunk, do your thing, or twirl. So however you snack like you. The Laughing Cow.
So you have your headphones, chair, and your laptop, 24/7 tech support.
Yep, thanks guys. I think he might need some support.
Yes.
Start them off right with the school supplies they need at low prices all summer long. Like these for only 25 cents at Office Depot Office Max.
You've seen the Seifert's furniture truck from Mill Creek and Fairview to Edinburgh and Meadville. That's because your neighbors took the beautiful drive to Seifert's Furniture to save hundreds on quality, customizable furniture for their home. Our prices will surprise you. That similar furniture at other stores doesn't compare in price or quality, and at Seifert's, our prices are the best year-round.
Make the right choice. Seifert's Furniture in Northeast and Conneaut Lake.
We got some new blood and some pushing the expiration date. Gotta work twice as fast, 3 times as hard.
Because you're old as hell?
Nathan Fillion is The Rookie. Premieres Tuesday, October 16th on ABC.
From Jet 24, your weather authority. This is your forecast first.
It's 5:30, a little wet out there for this morning, and latest on our new motor Skycam. Traffic moving nicely, but on wet roadways. The rainfall here in Erie has diminished as that batch of showers and perhaps some embedded thunder moves slowly toward the south and west. Some downpours with some of those as well, so watch those as you plan your travels, mainly away from the lakeshore for the next hour or so. It is 68 degrees in Erie, and your forecast first, those showers will be around 4 this morning, gradually diminishing by midday, becoming partly cloudy for the afternoon. Highs reaching the lower 80s once the sun comes out. Rest of the week's forecast coming up later in the show. Good Morning Erie starts now.
From your news leader.
It's Tuesday morning and new on Jet 24. A man is rushed to the hospital after gunfire breaks out in the city of Erie. This is a story we're following closely. Plus, the Erie County coroner is expected to perform an autopsy on the body of a man found last week in Presque Isle Bay. And get ready to give back an annual fundraiser of returns for another year.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elena LaQuatra. So in addition to Tuesday, today is also Erie Gives Day.
Yeah, and nearly 400 nonprofits have signed up to receive donations from the public.
This is happening in your community today, and Jill McCormick joins us now. She's live at Erie Gives Day at the Erie Community Foundation. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Elena. I don't know how you do this every day, but it is 5:30 a.m. and we are up bright and early to celebrate Erie Gives Day. This is such an important event, and we're here at the Erie Community Foundation, really in the epicenter of where all of this happens. And joining me now is Erin Fessler, who you've been running this now since 2011. It gets bigger and better every year, and this year you guys have some new things added to the excitement.
Yeah, we're trying to make this a real community event. So we have food trucks coming down. We have Fat Boy Phillies, Lake Effect lunches, and the Sorcery. Callie's donated food to our staff, so when you come in here, we'll be well fed. You can have lunch with one of the food trucks. The Barber Center Beast is coming to us. Quigley from WQLN. So the mayor's coming down. Erie County County Executive Kathy Dahlkemper is coming, and Mike's going to buy them lunch. So you'll see our offices will be humming, the parking lot will be humming, so it's going to be a great day.
Well, the part of the Erie Community Foundation, too, is building a stronger community. So the sense of community around this event is not only virtual, but it is going to be a reality, too, like you said, with all of these fun people arriving here. The mayor and Quigley, how do you beat that? But this room is where there'll be a lot of people working, though, when this all kicks off at 8 this morning. Tell us about what goes on in here.
So my coworkers will be coming in a couple hours, and they'll be manning the phones. And the reason we do that is some people, they don't have a home computer or they're uncomfortable with it. And so you can call us at 454-0843, and we'll answer your calls and walk you through the process. You can even come in and we can help you sit down with us at a laptop. And all of these were donated to us by Erie Insurance, which we're really lucky we have them.
So basically, if you're a little overwhelmed, because like we said, there's 400 nonprofits, and the process is super easy online if you go to the website. But if you do maybe, like you said, not have a computer or are a little intimidated by the technology, it's still easy to make a donation.
That's right. We make it as easy as possible, and I think that's why we've had some great successes. We've had people come in and they're just curious how to do it, and we can help you do that.
Okay, Erin, thank you so much. Again, this kicks off at 8 a.m. this morning, and the website is what?
ErieGives.org.
Okay, and we'll have a link to that on our website, to yourerie.com, but it's so easy. It's a minimum donation of $25, but again, the Erie community also has given $300,000, which there'll be a match, which usually averages out to about a 5% additional money to your donation. So it's an easy way to give today to your favorite nonprofit. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk a little bit more about where this money goes. We'll send it back to you, Elena.
Thanks, Joe. We'll check in with you then. Now we're turning to a story that is new this morning. Erie police are searching for a suspect following a shooting in the city. The incident was reported around 11:45 last night in the 2200 block of Liberty Street. Police say a 36-year-old man was shot in the leg. His injuries are not life-threatening. There's no suspects in custody at this time. A deadline is looming for the release of the grand jury report on sexually abusive priest in Pennsylvania. The state Supreme Court ruled late last month that the latest report could be released. The latest the report could be released would be this afternoon. There's no word on whether or not that will happen. And the city is honoring an Erie police officer after he passed away unexpectedly over the weekend. Erie Mayor Joe Schember has ordered the city's flags lowered to half-staff in honor of Erie police officer Michael Conway. He passed away Saturday night at UPMC Hammett after suffering a medical emergency. Officer Conway served the Erie Police Department for 19 years. The Erie County Coroner's Office will be conducting an autopsy this afternoon. The identity of a body found in the waters of Presque Isle Bay could be released soon. The Erie County Coroner's Office scheduled an autopsy for later today. This body was discovered Friday morning in the waters near the Bayfront Convention Center and the Bayfront Sheraton Hotel. More than $16 million is handed out by Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf for 5 projects in Erie County. This is continuing coverage this morning. Among the projects, $12 million goes to UPMC Park, with $1 million each for the Avalon Hotel redevelopment and the Corey Memorial Hospital. $500,000 will go to the Elmwood Garden Living Community, as well as $2 million for the JMC Ice Arena. Wolf toured Erie with other state and local leaders, showcasing the development that's already going on downtown.
My hope is that this helps push Erie, which is a phenomenal community, a great city, just helps it as it revitalizes itself.
This is an incredible boost run for our entire region. The stuff that's being done in downtown Erie is going to make life better for everybody.
And an Erie Seawolves fan couldn't contain her excitement when she heard about the $12 million that is going toward improving UPMC Park. Erie Seawolves President Greg Coleman says they have major plans for the baseball field.
Well, one of the first things that will be done will be an upgraded field, and that is replacing the playing surface, addressing irrigation, and also adding some additional drainage.
We deserve it. We are a wonderful community that is deserving of every little dollar we can get into this struggling town.
As for renovations to the Avalon Hotel, it will soon be the Hilton Doubletree. The Avalon was originally opened as a Hilton back in the 1970s. If you typically travel down Peach Street near Interchange Road, you should probably make some other plans this morning. PennDOT will be shutting down portions of Peach for work this week. The restrictions are necessary to complete work in connection with the Interchange Road, Zimmerly Road project. The right lanes and shoulders of Peach Street in both northbound and southbound directions are closed until noon today, and the northbound left lane and center lane of Peach Street will be closed from 9 tonight until noon tomorrow. And to some court news now, a man accused of attacking a fellow inmate more than a year ago enters a plea in court. Shane Jones Coleman was in court to face assault charges. Investigators say Jones Coleman and Antoine Shepard attacked another inmate, Roscoe Brown. Jones Coleman pleaded guilty to assault by prisoner. He's scheduled to be sentenced on September 24th. Shepard is expected to enter a plea at 8:30 this morning in front of Judge William Cunningham. Also today, Anthony Giddens is expected to appear for his sentencing on robbery charges. In June, he pleaded guilty to robbing Domino's at West 12th Street and Peninsula Drive. He also pleaded guilty to attempting to rob the Adult Mart on State Street. Both of the incidents happened in January. He is expected to appear in court at 8:45 in Judge John Garhart's courtroom. Protecting animals from cruelty and abuse calls for the dedication of local humane officers. We got a closer look at what those officers do on a daily basis. Humane officers with the Humane Society of Northwestern Pennsylvania investigate cases of neglect and physical abuse of domestic animals. They typically respond to about 800 new calls a year. That's anywhere between 5 and 12 calls a day. The chief humane officer says the ideal outcome is teaching people how to treat animals. Unfortunately, that's not how every case ends.
What keeps us going is getting the animals either out of the situations or seeing the owners become educated in what they're doing wrong and improve the animals' living conditions in the actual home environment.
We start out with education. If education doesn't work, unfortunately, sometimes we are forced to go other routes by getting warrants to remove animals, going through district justice, things of that nature.
The humane officers work Monday through Friday. They say if there is an emergency over the weekend, people can also call their local authorities for help. Let's turn to some good news now. A local dog charity is celebrating its 10-year anniversary in a big way. Therapy Dogs United got some of their four-legged friends together for a celebration at their office. Therapy Dogs United is a program that provides comfort and therapy to people around Erie and Crawford County regions. Using dogs, they go around to nursing homes, schools, and even give comfort in the courtroom.
So it is a well-known fact that a jog lowers the blood pressure, takes away anxiety. It has been known to cause wonderful things to happen in therapy. Children will open up during difficult situations.
Therapy Dogs United will be celebrating their anniversary throughout the week with various activities. Downtown Erie is getting a splash of color just in time to celebrate Erie. Sam Catania Painting is painting a dozen crosswalks in bold colors to impress the visitors that will be coming downtown for the festival. That work will continue until Wednesday, when the crews will turn their attention to a 25-foot festival symbol that will be painted not far from City Hall. Celebrate Erie will be held Thursday through Sunday. The time now is about 5:41. Let's hit the road. Coming up on Good Morning Erie, that's what one woman is doing out in Minnesota, but it's the reason she's riding the motorcycle that will warm your heart.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Isn't it about time you got the best sleep of your life? Then come discover the power of Tempur-Pedic sleep at Denver Mattress. With Tempur-Pedic's pressure-relieving comfort, you'll fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. And right now, get a free adjustable base upgrade. Or save $550 with the purchase of an Elite, Luxe, or Breeze mattress. Get the best sleep of your life today at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic Elite retailer.
So we're going to be talking about cars today.
Cool.
If you were building the perfect car, which 3 features here would you choose?
I want a reliable car. Safety. Got to think about the babies. Fuel efficiency. All-in-one car, right? Could you do that?
Actually, you can.
Whoa.
This is the Chevy Malibu.
Wow. That's nice.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Malibu for around $199 a month, or get $1,750 cash allowance on most Malibu models when you purchase. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
We're a town that has it all, so come on down and have a ball to the SeaWorld City.
Catch an Erie Seawolves game at UPMC Park. Harry Potter fans get to the game Friday, as the first 1,000 Muggles will get a Sorting Hat Seawolf bobblehead. Plus, fans can meet Duke, the Bush's Bean spokes dog. Saturday is video game night with post-game fireworks presented by Priest Heating and Cooling. Right now, you can get 2 tickets for Saturday's game, 2 Seawolves hats, and 2 McDonald's value meals for just $20. Get tickets at SeaWolves.com.
It's all right here in the SeaWorld City.
Log on to yourerie.com every weekday to tell us what you think, and then see the results on the web and Good Morning Erie the next morning. Brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
Join the Erie Philharmonic in Perry Square on Saturday, August 25th for a street fair, including a free concert, 5K race, 1-mile walk, food trucks, and more. The street fair opens at 9 a.m. with the concert and 5K kicking off at 10 a.m. Visit eriephil.org or call 455-1375 for more details.
Weather is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Alfa Romeo and Fiat.
Not everyone is built the same or has the same style.
Just like the Fiat family.
With the compact flair of the Fiat 500, the size and strength of the 500X, the legroom of the 500L, and the allure of the 124 Spider, which you can lease for just $259 a month or buy with up to $5,000 in savings during the Auto Express Summer Clearance Event.
It's not just a car, it's a Fiat.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
As we check things out on our Skycam, this is the New Motors Skycam, top of our tower. We've had some rainfall move through the region here, and the rain has diminished here at our station for now, but we had some good downpours earlier. As you can see, the little red splotches there. But over the past hour, most of those have moved down south of Erie, now getting into Crawford County as well. Another batch here a little farther east from Portland, New York, down toward the Sherman area, heading south into Corey, and that will give possible downpours there over the next hour or so. Temperatures right now 65 at Penn State Barron, 62 George has that at Venango Township. Over in nearby French Creek, Becky has 63. 67 Albion, 65 out toward Edinburgh. Woodcock Borough, John 63, Canada Lake 64, mid-60s Westmead into Linesville, and lower 60s in Saybrook and Chandlers Valley. We have more moisture in the air for today. Dew points continue to be in that humid range, staying in the mid-60s. That along with this upper level low is giving those showers for now. On the backside of the low, which is why we have that unusual southwest direction of the rainfall, just following the circulation. This upper low will move out, and by midday, most of the rain should be out of the region, maybe early afternoon in the mountains, and we'll get some clearing behind it. After that, we get a nice break from the rain tomorrow. It'll be warm and humid as the stationary front stays to our north, but this low moving along the front will give us a chance of some showers and storms on Thursday. On the lake today, winds west 5 to 15, waves generally 2 feet or less, water temp at 76. Cloudy this morning, some showery periods, particularly early. Then a little sun for the afternoon. High temperatures reaching the lower 80s. And from your weather authority, we're looking at warm, muggy conditions. Decent sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid-80s. And then some scattered showers and thunderstorms will be arriving as we head toward Thursday, with temperatures into the lower 80s. Friday, there's also a chance of some scattered storms. But we'll keep it dry for the upcoming weekend.
Hopefully, that rain will hold off.
We're hoping so.
Especially for the weekend, because weekend, one thing you can do is go to the drive-in.
Yes, you
which
can.
Tom loves. And that
do.
leads us to our trivia question. Did you like that transition?
A wonderful transition. Very professional, indeed.
All right, your question. The first drive-in movie theater opened on June 6, 1933. Where was it? Buffalo, New York, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or Camden, New Jersey?
This sounds like a Camden thing. I'm totally guessing here, but I'm going to say Camden, New Jersey.
Sounds like a Camden thing. Well, you're right.
Oh, there we go.
Camden, New Jersey. So, why do you think it sounds like a Camden thing?
I don't know. It just seemed like something that they would have there. I mean, New York, I just don't see it. I didn't see it for a drive-in. There's no room.
Or Philly, kind of busy.
Philly, Philly was actually my second guess. You know, but it just seemed like a Camden thing.
Hey, luck's on your side today, Tom.
Follow my gut, and it paid off today.
Now, you're never too old to try something new.
Just ask a 107-year-old woman from Michigan who recently crossed taking a motorcycle ride off of her bucket list.
Yep, let's meet her. This is Miss Viola Coleman, happy, healthy, and riding a motorcycle at 107 years old. It's been a while since she's taken a ride, and it's been on her bucket list. So the folks at Hallmark Living helped make it come true last Friday afternoon.
We are just tickled that we were able to give her this day. It's something she's wanted ever since she was a little kid.
She's a very smart and sassy young lady, and, you know, what I learned from her is that live every day to the fullest.
And that's Viola's message to everyone. Live each moment like it's your last, because that's exactly what she's doing every day.
By the way, she plans to ride again when she turns 108. Keep on going there, girl.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Good for her. Now, technology is good for so many things, connecting with people around the world and quick access to information.
But according to new research, an old school tool has some advantages when it comes to learning.
It's coverage affecting your family. Ever wonder why some students can process and retain information better than others? Well, the answer might be at their fingertips. Studies done at Princeton University and the University of California, Los Angeles, found that students who took notes longhand did better on tests than those who took notes on their laptops.
They learned that even though students on laptops were typing more words from the lecture, they were doing so verbatim. We're not really processing the information. Students who took notes longhand are able to synthesize, generalize, and summarize in their own words, helping them better understand.
That's really interesting, and I totally agree with that. I love taking notes by hand.
Yeah, and I still do. I never could. I mean, back in my day, we really didn't have the laptops, you know. We had the abacus, you know. But, yeah. I think just even now, taking notes longhand helps me to think a little better.
For sure.
Get that big notebook and start
My hand would start to cramp up in lectures, but it was worth it.
But it was, you know, it's like a battle scar, you know?
Exactly.
You
Still hurts.
it there. Still hurts to this day.
That's right.
Well, time right now is 5:49. It was a big night to the Erie Seawolves game, but did the crowd root on the home team to a win?
And your favorite song could win big coming up on Good Morning Erie. Their hit songs from some big movies movies, and they're bound to get stuck in your head. We'll show you which ones could win Bid 2 as coverage continues for Erie, Youngsville, Cochranton, and the entire region.
50 years ago, my family started Value Home Centers in Buffalo, New York to help local homeowners one project at a time.
30 years ago, that mission brought value to Erie.
10 years ago, we came to Syracuse.
A month ago, we launched Best Rewards to say thanks.
A week ago,
we closed on our house.
Value Home Centers, celebrating 50 years of DIY, one project at a time.
Just when you thought the great New York State Fair couldn't get any greater, we're back again with even greater thrills. Great big animals, live concerts from the greatest bands, and tons of great food. And this year, we've added the brand new Expo Center with great attractions like free public ice skating with admission. Don't miss out on all the great fun from August 22nd to September 3rd in Syracuse, New York. Get your tickets to the great New York State Fair at iloveny.com.
We got some new blood and some pushing the expiration date.
Gotta work twice as fast, 3 times as hard.
Because you're old as hell?
Nathan Fillion is The Rookie. Premieres Tuesday, October 16th on ABC.
Every animal deserves a place to call home.
and a family.
Someone to play with.
And someone to love.
Find the perfect addition to your family on Jet Pet, Wednesdays and Fridays during Jet 24 Action News. Hundreds of animals from local shelters are waiting to be adopted. Waiting to come home to your family.
Jet Pet, Wednesdays and Fridays on Jet 24 Action News. Brought to you by Superstore Joe and Auto Express Kia. From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Checking things out, a new motor Skycam. We have some wet conditions starting out the day here on 90 Peach Street, all wet from some rainfall. Some pretty decent rain really coming in, and it's coming in actually from the northeast, moving toward the southwest. Now, it has pretty much diminished here in Erie for now. A few more showers still possible, though, and the rain moving into the Crawford County area, Meadville, out toward Linesville, and a few good downpours along with that. Another batch here. Looks like it's going to head right for you, Corey, and we'll head eventually south along the Route A corridor, so be ready for some showers there. Temperatures right now mainly in the lower to mid 60s across most of the region. Along the lake shore, a little warmer, upper 60s, even near 70. Larry putting that out of Lake City. We have temperatures mainly in the mid 60s in Crawford County and lower 60s, Chandler's Valley and out towards Saybrook. Dew points continue on the humid side with lower to mid 60s, and that's where they will stay for much of the day. In the meantime, latest in our satellite radar composite. Upper low here, giving nasty weather in eastern parts of PA. The counterclockwise circulation is allowing that precipitation to go in that unusual direction. Most of the rain should be done, at least in the area, by midday. We'll try to get some clearing in here for the afternoon. The rain should be out of the whole region by later on in the afternoon. As we head toward tonight, some patchy clouds. Now, models want to set off a few isolated showers for late tonight and into the early mornings tomorrow, so be wary for that, which should otherwise be a warm and humid one on Wednesday. On the lake winds west 5 to 15, waves 2 for the less water temp at 76. Cloudy skies for now, periods of showers mainly early this morning, a little more sun for the afternoon, and that should boost our temperatures into the low 80s once that sun comes out. Muggy for tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, highs reaching the middle 80s. Then scattered showers and thunderstorms expected for Thursday, and that threat will continue into Friday, but we will keep it dry for the upcoming weekend. Updates of that forecast can be found anytime on our website, yourerie.com, or check out the Your Erie To Go app.
Thank you, Tom. And in entertainment news today, one actor is working for women, and nominations are out for the 2018 World Soundtrack Awards. Nominees for Best Original Song written directly for a film include This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, Stand Up for Something from Marshall, and Remember Me from Coco. We'll see who's remembered at the awards October 17th in Belgium. Legendary singer Aretha Franklin remains gravely ill, according to a person close to her. The 76-year-old, known as the Queen of Soul, has been in poor health in recent years. In 2010, she underwent surgery for pancreatic cancer, but only scaled back concerts and appearances under doctor's orders. Last year, the Respect singer announced plans to retire. Earlier this year, it came out that there was a huge pay gap between actor Mark Wahlberg and his All the Money in the World co-star Michelle Williams. Now Wahlberg is producing and acting in Mile 22, a military action thriller with women in key roles. He says he's now sensitive to Hollywood's pay gap and wants to close it. New York City police say actress Sean Young is still under investigation after the alleged theft of 2 laptops belonging to a production company that fired her. Young claims she was retrieving her belongings and mistakenly took the production laptops instead of her personal ones. No charges have been filed at this time.
Now, Jet 24's Craig Smiley with sports.
Hey, good morning. Let's talk sports on what was a huge night for the Seawolves, one of the season's best crowds, filling UPMC Park for a buck night against the Harrisburg Senators, 6,700 plus on hand. Second largest crowd of the year. Bo Burrows getting the start for the good guys, getting some help from his defense in the fourth. Roddy Reed gives it a ride, but Daz Cameron on his horse in center. Still scoreless to the fifth. Harrisburg breaks through. Hunter Jones singles to right center. Danny Woodrow comes up throwing, but Alec Keller slides in safely, and it's 1-0 Sens. An inning later, Roddy Reed keeps his hands back and singles. It makes it 2-0 Harrisburg. Later in the sixth, more from the Sens. Jake Knoll grounds to the right side. Will Maddox thinks about coming home with it. Doesn't. Thinks about going to first. No one's there. Josh Lester just gets there in time. Dan Gamache scores at 3-0 Harrisburg. But after getting a run on a bases-loaded walk in the sixth, Erie ties it up when Josh Lester goes oppo off reliever Dakota Backus. 2 runs score on the double. We're tied at 3. Next batter, Isaac Paredes sends one to center. Hunter Jones gets there, but Daz Cameron scores the go-ahead run, the game-winning run on the sac fly. Seawolves relievers Trent Skutnik, Mark Ecker, and Sandy Baez combined for 4 perfect innings to preserve the 4-3 win. Same teams meet tonight at 7:05. Now, because of long lines due to the crowd last night, anyone with a ticket for that game could exchange it for a free ticket for tonight's game, for Friday night's game, or for Sunday's game. And if you missed it earlier, some changes coming to UPMC Park following an announcement by Pennsylvania Governor Tom the Big Bad Wolf. $12 million in state grant money headed to the 814 to be used for major improvements at UPMC Park, as well as plans to connect the ballpark to Erie Insurance Arena. The money is expected to come in $3 million chunks over a 4-year span, all part of the Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program. As a result, both Otters and Seawolves ownership verbally committed to keep their respective teams in Erie for at least the next decade.
They're going to start working on it immediately, and we can't wait. Field needs to be replaced. We need to make sure the bathrooms are all remodeled. We need to make sure the video board is in operational condition. I mean, there's so many things to be done in this stadium, and what they've approved is going to allow us to do just about everything that we've asked for.
Should be exciting. I'm out. Have a great Sports Tuesday.
Time now is 5:58. Still ahead on Good Morning Erie, a reason to celebrate and a look at today's top local stories. Plus, we'll see what's cooking with Sandra.
Good morning, everyone. Well, we're continuing our month long of garden vegetables and what you can do with them. So don't go away. I've got a sweet treat coming up.
This is a game changer. No scrub deck wash. Game changer.
Game changer?
Game changer.
The moment you take staining to the next level.
Get HDTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Paint starting at $34.98.
Picture an oasis of back-to-school bliss with all your favorite brands at a great price. You're not hallucinating. You're at Staples, the back-to-school specialty store. Shop this week's great deals.
Window World has you covered when it comes to vinyl siding. Call now for a free estimate and have our professional installers update the look of your home. Window World has quality options designed for you. Siding from Window World, simply the best for less.
It's racing season at Presque Isle Downs and Casino. Live. Heart-pounding. Family fun. at the races. Only at El Dorado's Presque Isle Downs and Casino.
Saturday, August 18th, 7 p.m., Lake Erie Speedway, fueled by Quickfill. Cycle Circus Live, the largest FMX freestyle entertainment show of its kind. And kids 10 and under are free. Freestyle motocross, freestyle BMX, live Daredevil Divas, the Globe of Death, Cybertrons, and much more. Be there.
We got some new blood and some pushing the expiration date.
Gotta work twice as fast, 3 times as hard.